I'm going to tell you the advantages and disadvantages of outsourcing in this video, and we are starting right now. What's going on? My name is Ameya and welcome to one more video. If this is your first time here and if you want to learn more about outsourcing, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell button. Many people ask what is outsourcing and what are the advantages of it, whether it will be useful for their business and how. So outsourcing is a process to get your work done from a third-party vendor instead of keeping it in your company. So when it comes to outsourcing, there are various advantages and disadvantages associated with it. Question number one is, what are the advantages of outsourcing? The very first answer is cost effectiveness. This is the most obvious benefit relates to the cost savings that outsourcing brings about. You can get your job done at a lower cost and better quality. Due to the difference in wages between developed countries and countries like India, companies get a marginal cost advantages through outsourcing. These companies get up to 60% of cost savings by outsourcing their work to India. In my other video, I have given the history and future of outsourcing. You can click on the link on top and watch this complete video after this. Second advantage in outsourcing is increased efficiency. When you outsource your business needs to outsourcing partner, they bring years of experience in business practices and expertise in delivering complex outsourcing projects. They can do the job better with their knowledge and understanding of the domain. This leads to an increase in productivity and efficiency in the process, thereby contributing to the bottom line of your company. Third advantage of outsourcing is access to global talent. You no longer need to invest in recruiting and training expensive resources for your business. Your outsourcing partner takes care of the resourcing needs with their pool of highly skilled resources. This gives you the access to global talent, and the resources employed by the outsourcing partners are well educated in respective business areas and are experienced in handling the business needs of companies that want to outsource. Before we move on to the next topic, hit that subscribe button and the bell to keep yourself updated about outsourcing. Fourth advantage of outsourcing is better operational control. Outsourcing gives the edge to business processes and operations. Many businesses have a problem in managing business operations, and as the companies grow, this problem becomes more and more uncontrollable. An outsourcing company can often bring better management skills to your company. Outsourcing partners have expertise in particular business operations. Example, an information technology department might have too many projects, not enough people, and hiring budgets for a particular department, whereas a contracted outsourcing agreement will help to bring the control back in your business. Next advantage of outsourcing is greater flexibility. Outsourcing allows operations that have seasonal or cyclical demands to bring in additional resources when they are necessary. The outsourcing company can then be released when things slow down again. Outsourcing contracts also gives flexibility during expansion of business. It is always a scalable model for any particular business. For example, you might have an accounting department that is short-handed during tax sessions and auditing periods. Outsourcing these functions can provide the additional resources you need for a fixed period of time at a consistent cost. Next advantage of outsourcing is business continuity plan. In many cases, when the businesses face challenges in running their operations, outsourcing helps to continue their work without hassle. The best example is when many states in the US get affected due to cyclone, the business over there get affected, but the work is done by India operations. Another issue associated with business continuity plan is employee turnover. High employee turnover can add uncertainty and inconsistency to a business. Outsourcing provides a level of continuity to the company to reduce the risk of substandard level of operations. Example, if your human resource manager is on extended medical leave, in that case outsourcing human resource functions would reduce the risk and allow the company to keep operating. Question number 2 is, what are the disadvantages of outsourcing? Now let's look at the disadvantages of outsourcing. The very first disadvantage is increased complexity and bureaucracy. Although in theory, outsourcing business operations should be an efficient process, The opposite can occur if expectations are mismanaged. It is essential to ensure that both parties have complete clarity on the project before it begins. To avoid this complexity, the companies make service level agreements where the clients define their expected level of services. Second disadvantage of outsourcing is delivery timelines. Many times outsourcing arrangements fail to meet the project timelines. Usually this happens because of gaps in understanding the scope of the project or multiple alterations in requirements from the clients. The best way to address this is to discuss your requirements and the work in detailed service level agreement. Make sure you leave a comment below if you have observed these challenges in your outsourcing project. I will be super excited to read your experiences in my comments. Third disadvantage of outsourcing is limited understanding of your product or company. Although outsourcing companies typically specialize in one particular industry, market or particular niche, it is often very difficult for them to have a same level of understanding of your product and market that you are in. This can be more of an issue when outsourcing your task to a company in different country. Their two identical industries could have completely different characteristics, making it harder for businesses to relate to your business goals and strategic objectives. Fourth disadvantage of outsourcing is trust and confidentiality. Management of intellectual property and the leakage of information to your competitors can be easier to manage when it is in-house. Before choosing an outsourcing partner, do the due diligence, look at their track record and check their policies on protecting your intellectual property. If you're outsourcing to a company based in another country, make sure you are aware of the laws with regards to how the information will be handled and stored. It is worth seeking a legal advice if you're not sure. So these were the advantages and disadvantages of outsourcing. As part of the outsourcing industry, I'm sure you may want to know more about one more topic, which is business process outsourcing. Make sure you click on subscribe to watch my upcoming video. Also give me a thumbs up to show your support to this channel. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.